Hey there, everyone. Welcome back once again. We are in Module 4, Lesson 4, and online giving. And what an important topic to talk about. As much as our world has changed, online giving is something that is so important for us to get a grasp of in our churches. If you're not using any type of online giving right now, you need to move. Very few people in the first world countries today use cash. They don't use cash. Most of the younger generations don't use checks or anything of that sort. And so it's very important to find ways for people to be able to give and people to be able to tithe and be blessed and be a blessing for the church. And so it is so important to talk about this topic. Now, there are many options out there. And really, what I'm trying to do in this lesson and with this is really try to point you in the right direction, try to get you to the right place so that you can get it. None of them are perfect solutions. There's always disadvantages to online giving. And the disadvantage that you have with online giving is that it's not free. Basically, you don't just get a check or cash and you have 100% of it. You're going to have to pay a percentage to the credit card companies or whoever it is that you are setting up on for the online giving and for doing those transactions. It is the cost of commodity, and it's what we have learned to live with in today's society, and we are going to a cashless society, and that is part of it. And we just need to get around that. And what I'm trying to do with this lesson is kind of point you in the right direction, which one works best for us. If we're going to do it, let's do it right and figure out what works for us. And so there are a few options out there. I've looked around. I really like some of the options. One of the first things I'm going to say is this. If you decided to go with if you go back to the CRM solutions that we talked about, if you went with Breeze Church Management System, they already have one that is built in and is built into their system. Use what they have there. Use what they have. And Planning Center is the same with, and let me come back to our lesson here. With our lesson here, I think they work with Easy Tithe or Kindred. I'm not sure. But in any case, these are just trying to point you in that right direction, okay? The solution that I use is GiveWP, and it's a WordPress plugin that connects to your online giving account. So for example, PayPal or Stripe. And PayPal overall, if you set up your account directly with PayPal, PayPal really has the best pricing that I've found for nonprofits. And it is normally, for most people, PayPal is 2.9% plus or minus 25 cents per transaction. For nonprofits, it goes down to 2.2%. Stripe is extremely simple. You just connect your plugin or you connect your website to Stripe and you can give. And I think that is also, it's at 2.9%. And so PayPal has the best pricing. Stripe is very simple in doing it. And so what I have set up on my website, and I'll just show you this now, HOHNet. Great. So this is our giving page of my ministry website. I've made it very simple. Give now. You click on this and it brings up your giving form. So you decide how much you want to give. You want to give $50 or $100 or $500, whatever that is. If you want to set up a monthly recurring giving, if you want to give through a credit card right online, this is a secure, 100% secure connection. And so it is good. You can give offline, which basically just registers that you're going to give and it gives them a receipt for that. You can give through PayPal, Dwola, which is another type of account that is actually extremely cheap in transferring money. It's just a little bit less known and less used there. And credit card is through Stripe, but it's straight here through the site. And so it's extremely easy. Put in your personal info, your credit card info. And so we go through this, billing details, and you give, subscribe to our newsletter. It subscribes me directly to MailChimp, and you're done. Donate now. And that I'm just going to choose close. And it's really simple. And this is GiveWP. And This is what I use. I really like it. It's extremely simple. Everything is done on my website. They don't leave the site. If they work through Stripe, they don't leave the site. And it's something that is 100% controlled. I can look in the back end. If you get in here, you can see the back end and you can see all of the receipts. You have the receipts of everything that people have given through all the different forms that they've given. And so that is what I like. I definitely recommend using GiveWP. GiveWP is a free plugin for the basic setup. And that basic setup is you install the plugin, you can have it and experience Give. And this allows you to download that plugin. And so you can come in also and you can view add-ons. And so I recommend you click on this, you go in. The one thing is this with GiveWP is that you have the free option, which will work perfectly with PayPal. And we're going to actually install that here in a little bit so that you can see how that works. It's just a simple setup. Once you have a PayPal account, you put in your PayPal username and it will do all the rest. Whenever you do it through PayPal, it does take you away from the account. If you do it through Stripe, then you can do that all on your site. With Stripe or a lot of these other options, you do have to purchase add-ons, okay? And I would recommend these 100%. I have actually purchased the Plus add-on for this. This allows, it has 20 premium add-ons for recurring donations, form field manager, PDF receipts that you can email these to people, manual donations, email reports, MailChimp, constant contact, a lot of different things here that you can connect to, and all of these different services that you can connect to directly. What this does, and the benefit of Give, this Give plugin, this GiveWP plugin, is that everything that you do can be done on your site. People don't have to leave your site. It gives a lot of credibility to it. And so GiveWP is what I'd like to use, and I recommend it. The second one that I've seen, Kindred. Kindred is one that is recommended by a lot of really good big churches. And so you come in here, you work in Kindred, and you can see how it works. You come in, basically, you can watch the video. The pricing on Kindred is around, if you set it up for basic, it's 2.5% plus 30 cents a gift plus $45 a month, or smart giving, $250 a month, okay? And this gives you complete giving features through web, through text messaging, and app-based giving, so they can go into the app and give also. Having said that, you can do that also on your website through any app. Basically, they just go to your website and you can set up a link from Facebook or anywhere else and they can give right there. So that's not a big thing. Also, multi-campus giving, etc., tracking, etc. And so this is Kindred. It has really good reviews. I've never used it. And another one that we have is EasyTithe. Both Kindred and EasyTithe are very good. You can go in and you can try a free demo with them. You have great tracking, great reports in them. It has online giving, mobile tracking, text giving, something that in our church, what we've been using a lot of people like text giving and even a giving kiosk. You can get set up. It makes it really good so people can give right online from wherever they're at. They can give from their phone. You can have a giving kiosk with an iPad outside the main doors of your church, wherever you want to stick that. Pricing, when you get into pricing here, the basic is $0 a month, and this is the price 3%, which is fairly high when you get in here, but you do have mobile giving, but you don't have the text giving on that. That is $5 a month extra. Kiosks, you have to have $19 a month plus you purchase the hardware, and $29 a month you get these different. Now this is a very good price, $49 a month for $199, and you get everything along with that. But you do end up adding a lot in, so it's going to add up to a good bit of money when you go through here. So both of these, the way you would really set these up is you would get the link, you would go in, you would set up your accounts, get the link, And then we would go to our website, if I can find it here, and we're going to go down here and we would just put that link right here. So the Give Now, you would click on that and it would take you directly to that giving area. We've set up a button here for now. Where's my button? It's right here. So we would put that link right here, or we'd add a new button and we'd create that link and put it in there, and then we'd be good to go. They click the button, and that takes them straight to the services that are branded for you, and you can do it. And so either of those I recommend. I'm going to walk you through setting up GiveWP on your website, okay? And basically, it's very simple. Number one, we need to set up a PayPal account, all right? If you're going to do the basic plugin, you just need to do a PayPal account. If you don't have one, go to paypal.com and set up a new account. It's very simple, and you can walk through it, and you can add a bank account to that, and it's very easy to start receiving gifts. And then you can set up PayPal as a nonprofit. And so I will put the links in here for that. But basically, you're going to go to that, go to paypal.com, and then you're going to download the GiveWP plugin, the Give WordPress plugin. Okay? So let's go up here to our site. Let's go to Dashboard. Plugins, add new. There we go. You just need to type in Give with a space. The WordPress donation plugin, and you have other plugins that go along with it. The grid add-on, we're going to install this one, just the main one. Activate. And we are ready to go. And so over here, you're going to notice that you have a new link right here. It's called Donations. So click on Donations. And this is going to bring you up to the donation forms. And what we're first going to do is this. We're going to come down here and go to Settings. Okay. And it asks for several main pages. It needs to create, etc. We'll go through and hit Save. Okay. Now, payment gateways. We're going to come over here. Okay, right now I have it set in test mode. Enable gateways, test donation, offline donation. Let's do PayPal standard. PayPal email. If you want to set a separate PayPal page style, no need to do that for now. We're doing donations. We're not doing standard transactions. Now, I would recommend if you're going to use PayPal, go ahead and click this. I have had issues with not verifying donations that have gone through. It says if they're not getting marked as complete, click this. That's what's happened to me, and it's fixed it. Collect billing details, and so you go through and yes, for offline donations, here is a little link. It says, in order to make an offline donation, we ask that you please follow these instructions. Make a check payable to Demo Church. On the memo line of the check, please indicate the donation is for Demo Church. Please mail your check to, and then put your address down here. You can change that to whatever you like. Other instructions, etc. And that's going to go through an email to them. This is going to show on the page, and this is going to go as an email to them. Save those settings. Display options. So we're going to come through here, and there's a lot of little options that you can add in here. We're not really going to change any of these right now. You can go in and you can add your logo in. So once you have your logo, you just add that logo in. My logo may not work on a white background right now. We'll just stick that one in. Okay. Demo church from email, what you're going to send, donation receipt, and here is what they're going to receive. Dear, and it puts their name in. Thank you for your donation. Your generosity is appreciated. Here are the details for your donation. Then it gives them all of that information. You can go in and change this message. I would recommend that you do. Don't change these, the full name. Actually, this fills in automatically whoever has given. So it goes through there. Donation notify the subject, and so you can go through and you can check out all the emails. Advanced. Lots of little info that you can find here. Your system information. If you really want to dig into what you can find here on the site. So basically, that is it. And we're going to go here to add form because we don't have any forms yet. We're going to create this one. And this form, and I actually have the instructions right over here. This form we're going to create. So there we go. So we're going to set it up. We're going to create our first form, and then we're going to download and install add-ons. So this first form, what we're going to do is we're not going to put a name on it, and I'll explain it to you later why. We'll set a minimum donation to $10. Okay. Custom amount, yes, we want a custom amount, custom minimum amount. That way we're not being charged more than what they're giving. Custom amount text. You can change anything you would like. Goal, if you would like to set like for a fundraising goal, you could do that. Display content. Really, the global settings, the basic settings are great. If you want to set up some terms and conditions, publish. So you'll notice right here, we have the shortcode, give form ID 352. So just copy that. Go back to your website. Let's go to the giving page. It's going to be too easy, guys. So we're going to go back in here. Let's double click. And we're going to set up a second content type. So go here. We're going to choose a second text. And instead of centered, we're going to do left, right. And let's get rid of that button. Let's go back to the second content type. And right here, we're just going to put in that shortcode. Just like that. And now we just hit update. Okay. So there are a few things. We have really big text here, which I forgot to change. And so we're going to go in and change the settings according to what we had set up there. So the first one text, second one text, left, right, brick size settings. We're going to both vertical align to the top. First controls will change the text to smaller. Second controls, we're just going to go ahead and do that. Great. come back here. This first one, the second one, just delete. That way it goes to the default. And refresh the page. All right. And so here, as we have it now, and we're going to go in and test this out a little bit, but what you can see is we have test mode enabled, so that's what's coming up right here. You come in, you can choose. If we go to PayPal, we can go in, I can make a donation. And this will bring me into PayPal. Then I have to either log in, create an account, and that will give to this. Now you can change the name up here to your church name, whatever that is, and you are good to go. I'm going to back out. So we go through, and there we go. I'm going to test this back. I'm going to take it out of test mode. And as easy as that, we are live. As easy as that, we are live. Donate, I can either do an offline or PayPal. Now, if you would like to install other types of plugins, for example, the Stripe plugin, it's very simple. Just follow the link that I gave right here and go and look at GiveWP at all of their different plugins that they have. They have very good add-ons to this. Check it out. You can get the manual donations one. Basically, some of the ones I like the most are recurring donations, the PDF receipts, also the MailChimp add-in. Basically, you just connect it up to your MailChimp, and then anybody who gives is already on your mailing list. And the Stripe Gateway, which I use Stripe over anything else because it allows you to keep it on your website. Whatever you do is probably going to cost you some. You just need to find the right one for you. And so with that, guys, I'm going to finish up this lesson. And with that, we finish up this module. And I hope that this has been extremely, extremely productive for you so far. The next module, we're going to head into some creative ministry tools, working with images, G Suite, online meetings, etc. And so we're going to get into that. I will see you then in that next module. God bless you all.